Hello everyone, it's a new trading week starting from the 22nd today. So I'd like to give some weekly outlook, some of the pairs on my watch list coming into this week, some pairs which I'll be watching with close highs and what I expect coming into this week. Remember, you must always have a sentiment at the start of the week, and during the week you trade according to your sentiment. That gives you a good trading plan, and it gives you courage to take trades during the week after you have seen some good trading signals or good trading setups according to your sentiment. So this is the DXY, and I would like to see it from the weekly time frame. As you can see, we just formed the head and shoulders at the support of 96.74. We had a strong support at this area, so we formed the head and shoulder on the higher time frame, on the weekly time frame. As you can see, this one head and this is the shoulder. And on lower time frames, if you watch this on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we formed head and shoulders too. We have the shoulder at this point, we have the head, and we have the shoulder. The market retraced back to our 50 or 61.8 fib level, and now it is pushing higher. So if you watch this on the weekly time frame, you can see that we closed the weekly candlestick with a very bullish sentiment. As you can see, the market closed here, so it is kindly tracing back before it can push here. So coming into this week, I'm still bullish on DXY. And if I watch this on the daily candlestick, I see this market retracing back to these areas before I can look for areas either to short or to wait. If we can break this, to wait on the retest before we can push higher. So I'm still bullish up to when we will reach areas of around 98.77 or 98.28. So I'll be looking for the DXY market to reach around this supply area. This was acting as a support, but now it is acting as a supply area, as a resistance. And as long as it was broken, it is now being retested. So I will wait for the market to reach around these levels before I can decide to close the positions on Euro USD. Remember, the weaker the DXY, the stronger the Euro USD, and the stronger the DXY, the weaker the Euro USD. So after watching the DXY, let's see what's happening with the Euro dollar. Euro dollar on the weekly time frame, you can see that we closed with a very bearish sentiment. As you can see, I said in my last weekly analysis, we had a supply area at this point, and you can see how we rejected this supply area with very big, strong bearish candlestick. As you can see, this one and this one, and we closed with a strong bearish candlestick, as you can see. And today we are retracing like what's happening on DXY. And also on this pair, remember, we have two positions. On this pair, we had our first entry at this point here, and we had our second entry at this point, and we have our first take profit at 1.11217, and we have our second or long-term take profit at 1.09806. So coming into this week, I'm still holding this position. We'll still hold this position. The first position we are holding at risk free. Our stop loss is at break even, and we will see what happens with today's candlestick. We might move our stop loss to break even for the second position too. So we'll wait and see what's happening. You can see we have some kind of retracement currently, and we don't have a lot of volume in the market currently because the London session is yet to start and the New York session is yet to start too. So these might be false movements in the market before we have a strong volume. So I'll wait and see what will be happening with this candlestick today, but all I can see that we might achieve our first take profit in the early days of this week. So keep holding this pair. It aligns well with DXY because the DXY is showing some strength to go and retest the broken support, which is now acting as a resistance, as I've said. And when that is strong, this will be bearish. So I still expect some more downward push, and so just keep holding these positions on euro dollar. The other pairs I'll be watching coming into this week is Canadian yen. We have a trade on this pair, but currently we are in a drawdown. As you can see, we are in a drawdown. We are trading in the negatives. So I'll be waiting to see what will be happening with Canadian yen today. As you can see, we are currently trading at the support at 78.428. We are still trading at the support, and this price action respects this trend line, as you can see here. So I'm still holding this pair, and I'll be also watching on what happens on the day closure. If it happens we have a good bullish candlestick closure, that will give us a clear vision that we might push higher coming into this week. So I'll be waiting to see what will be happening today on Canadian yen, but I'm still holding this pair. We are still holding this pair, although we are holding in a drawdown, but keep holding this pair. And this candlestick today will just give us a clear outlook of what will be happening tomorrow, or maybe a few weeks from today. So we are still holding this pair, Canadian yen. The other pairs I'll be watching is New Zealand yen. We have a trade on this pair also. As you can see, we closed with a good bearish candlestick. It was last week we had a good bearish candlestick. We had this bearish candlestick, and we have this bearish candlestick too. So what does this tell you? This tells you that the bulls have lost their momentum and the bears are ready to take over this market. And that's why you can see a deceleration in bullish movement, and now the bears want to take this market and push downward. And as you can see, the overall trend of this market in a long period of time, it has been very bearish. So that means we are trading along with the flow of the money. The money is flowing down, and we have found areas to sell rather than areas to buy. So keep holding this trade too. Keep holding New Zealand USD. I'm still bearish on this pair, and we are currently in a small profit. I wouldn't recommend yet to move your stop loss to break even. Just keep your stop loss at 0.65432, and we wait and see up to maybe Wednesday or Saturday what will be happening with this trade. So keep holding this trade too. Don't move your stop loss to break even yet. Well, the other pairs I'll be watching is Euro Pound. Remember, we missed up a trade on Euro Pound at the end of the last week. Actually, we had a buy limit around these areas, and we were missed by 2 or 3 pips. Yes, we had a buy limit at this point here. The market retraced back, but it didn't reach our buy limit, so our pending positions were not triggered. We were missed by 2 or 3 pips to enter this position. So that's okay. We will miss some pips. You miss some trades sometimes, and that must be okay with you. So watching this on the weekly time frame, we can see that the market is bullish, and actually it has started another impulsive wave to the upside. So we might have some retracement, some strong retracement back to our support before we can see an upward push. So I'll be waiting to see what will be happening around these regions. If it's to enter this market, I would like to enter around these regions here. This is a region where I would be comfortable opening a trade on euro pound. So I'll be waiting to see what will be happening around these regions if the market appears to retrace back to the support at around 0.90044. If the market appears to retrace back to around these regions, we will place our buy limits around these regions and we will enter this trade. If anything else happens, if the market happens to push higher without a good retracement, so we won't be entering this trade. That's my view on euro pound, but all in all, that this market is more likely to push higher to higher levels. So it's just a matter of finding a good entry which is favorable in your risk to reward ratio. You just don't have to enter markets anywhere. You must wait the market to retrace back to where you'd like to enter that market, and it's when you can open a trade. Well, so I'll be waiting to enter around these regions here, around 0.90044. If we don't have that kind of retest, I won't be entering that trade. Well, actually, we do have US oil. We had a trade on this commodity, as you can see, and we had our trailing stop at 33.99, though it was not triggered, so the market is still pushing higher, and it's going to our take profit at 41.51. So I'll be waiting to see if the market hits our take profit coming into this week. And actually, if the market reaches this supply area, you can see we have a supply area at 42.15. I'll be waiting to see what will be happening. If it happens, we have a bearish candlestick around these regions, we might find areas to sell. So currently, I'll be waiting to see if we'll be hitting our take profit. We have been holding this trade for almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for almost 9 weeks, and it has been paying very well. So I'll be waiting to see if we can hit our take profit coming into this week. Well, those are the pairs I'll be watching coming into this week. Actually, I'm not much interested into gold. As you can see, it is trading at 17.50 currently. I'm not so much interested into gold, so I won't be watching so much coming to this week. So I'll be watching euro USD, I'll be watching euro the DXY to get a clear outlook of what may be happening on euro USD. I'll be watching Canadian yen, like I've said. I'll be watching New Zealand USD. I'll be watching euro pound. Those are the pairs I have focus on coming to this week. But if it happens we have a clear cut, if it happens we have a clear trading setup across any of the pairs in my watch list, I'll be sending a signal right away. The market have just opened, so you don't have to rush into trades. You just have to wait, wait for the London session to kick in, or wait for the New York session to kick in, or wait for the whole day of Monday to pass and see what is happening in the markets. You don't have just open position randomly. That will affect you. So that's all. Actually, I'll be updating you. You just follow my instructions and you follow what I send in my VIP Telegram channel. That's all, and hopefully we'll have a good trading week. Thanks.